Deep in the shadows of New York City, where two small-time criminals prepare for what they believe will be an easy robbery, a tip has led them to a quiet restaurant rumored to be hiding 30 kilograms of drugs. Confident that the job will be quick, they park behind the building and head inside armed and ready. The moment they force the terrified owner to reveal the hidden stash, and everything changes. Behind a concealed door sits not 30 kilograms, but hundreds. Towering stacks of narcotics fill the room from wall to wall. The sight instantly drains the confidence from Michael's face. Michael immediately wants out, but Ray sees only opportunity. Ignoring every warning, he pulls out large bags and starts stuffing them with drugs as fast as possible. But before they can leave, police officers unexpectedly arrive outside the restaurant after noticing suspicious movement. One officer catches a glimpse of the narcotics through the entrance and storms inside. Then the bloodshed begins. Officers drop one after another before they can react. In the chaos, the restaurant's owner is executed as well, erasing the final witness. Bullets tear through the store as the two criminals blast their way out, killing more officers before escaping into their getaway car. Within minutes, news of the massacre spreads across the city. The case quickly reaches Senior Police Officer McKenna, who immediately calls in the department's most feared detective. Things are about to take a dark turn. While you're here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. In another part of the city, a quiet man spends his evening beside his aging mother, a woman slowly fading into dementia. Some days, she still recognizes the face in front of her. Other days, she stares at him as if her late husband has somehow returned from the grave. The man never corrects her anymore. Years of watching her memories disappear have taught him how to carry heartbreak in complete silence. Inside a church, a young boy sits beside his grieving mother, tears falling endlessly from his eyes as he stares at his father, who had died during an operation against drug dealers in New York. The officer had tried to stop armed traffickers from escaping a crime scene. That funeral became the moment that shaped the boy's entire life. He grew up determined to continue his father's legacy, joining the NYPD and dedicating his life to hunting the city's most violent criminals before they could destroy more innocent families the same way his own had been destroyed. The boy they once called Andre grew into the detective who now keeps all of New York looking over its shoulder. He became the badge that the city's underworld learned to dread. Soon afterward, Andre arrives at the massacre scene. Officers from across the city devastated by the deaths of their fellow cops. McKenna privately hands the case to Andre, giving him complete freedom to pursue the killers by any means necessary. Rules no longer matter, but there is only one condition. Andre will not work alone. Because the DEA is involved, Detective Frankie is assigned as his partner. McKenna insists the investigation must uncover not only the killers, but also whoever owns the massive drug operation behind them. Meanwhile, Michael and Ray retreat to their hideout. Michael is shaken to the core by what happened inside the restaurant. Several officers were killed even after they were already wounded. During their argument, a contact named Bush arrives. Bush was the man who originally gave them information about the drugs and is supposed to connect them to a buyer. Terrified by the growing manhunt, Michael and Ray decide they must sell the drugs immediately, collect whatever cash they can, and flee the city before sunrise. Andre carefully studies every detail. Piece by piece, he reconstructs the robbery with frightening accuracy. He concludes that only 2 men were involved and realizes they were completely unprepared for the amount of narcotics they discovered. The quantity stolen is too heavy to move far, meaning the robbers will be forced to sell it somewhere inside Manhattan before morning. Andre predicts their next move perfectly. The drugs will be sold overnight. Cash will exchange hands before dawn. and afterward, the killers will try to escape the city. That realization leads Andre to propose something extreme. Every bridge, tunnel, train line, waterway, and road leading out of Manhattan must be sealed until 5 in the morning.
21 bridges in and out of Manhattan. Shut them down.
21 bridges connect the island to the outside world, and Andre wants every single one locked down. The FBI initially attempts to seize control of the investigation, but Andre demands only a few hours to finish the hunt himself. Eventually, the request is granted. Manhattan begins shutting down completely, trapping millions of civilians inside the city, alongside two desperate killers. As the lockdown spreads, Bush takes Michael and Ray to a powerful drug buyer named Hawk.
What up? This ain't usual and customary.
Nothing is tonight, man.
Even Hawk is stunned by the amount of narcotics they brought. He cannot immediately produce the full value of the shipment, but Michael pressures him into handing over at least $1 million in cash so they can disappear immediately. After securing the money, the fugitives visit a professional money launderer named Audi. Fake identities, offshore accounts, and clean money are prepared so Michael and Ray can escape forever once they find a way out of the city. At the same time, investigators identify Bush through surveillance footage and eventually uncover the identities of Michael and Ray. Their faces spread rapidly across police networks throughout New York. Andre later raids Ray's apartment and interrogates Ray's girlfriend. Under pressure, she reveals the long history between the two men. Ray once served in the military beside Michael's older brother. After the brother died in combat, Ray practically became Michael's protector. Michael had once been intelligent and educated, but after his military career collapsed, he slowly drifted into crime beside Ray. Somewhere else, police locate Bush before Andre can reach him. But a furious sergeant arrives first and executes Bush on the spot, planting a weapon beside the body to fake self-defense. Andre arrives moments later and instantly realizes the truth. Bush had been their only solid lead, and now he is dead because another grieving officer chose revenge over justice. Meanwhile, Michael and Ray remain trapped at Audi's apartment while the lockdown tightens around the city. Audi prepares forged documents and offshore transfers, promising a way out through motorcycles. Then police suddenly arrive. Without warning, officers fire directly through the apartment door, shooting Audi through the eye before he can even react. Bullets tear through the walls endlessly, while Michael and Ray barely escape through a rear exit. When Andre later investigates the scene, something begins to feel deeply wrong. Too many officers are locating sensitive targets too quickly. Too many suspects are being killed before they can speak. The pattern no longer feels accidental. Elsewhere in the city, Frankie tracks Michael into a dark butcher shop where hanging slabs of meat sway silently from steel hooks. Frankie slowly moves deeper inside with her weapon raised, but Michael slips behind her and attacks. Within moments, he has Frankie hostage with a gun pressed against her head just as Andre enters the building. Unlike every other officer that night, Andre does not immediately pull the trigger. Instead, he talks. He reminds Michael about the life he once had, his military service, his dead brother, the future he threw away. The words begin breaking through Michael's fear, and for the first time all night, he finally starts revealing the truth. From the beginning, something about the robbery felt wrong. The owner of the restaurant had constantly checked his watch moments before police arrived. Officers somehow knew locations they should never have known. Audi had been executed instantly without warning. Someone inside the department had been controlling events from the shadows the entire night. Michael suddenly shoves Frankie toward him, jams a door shut behind him, and escapes through the back exit. Michael eventually hides inside a nearby hotel room, taking a civilian hostage long enough to use the man's laptop. There, he finally opens the encrypted flash drive Audi gave him before dying. What he discovers changes everything. Large amounts of money have been transferred for years into accounts belonging to police officers throughout the precinct. The officers hunting him are not chasing justice. They are protecting themselves. Realizing he is now trapped in something far bigger than a robbery, Michael changes his appearance and attempts to slip out through the hotel unnoticed. He barely escapes through the kitchen before running into the street, where a speeding car slams into him and sends both him and his money crashing onto the pavement. Nearby officers immediately try to kill him before he can even stand. Andre stops the shooting and saves Michael's life. Michael runs again, and Andre chases him into the subway system beneath the city. Inside the underground tunnels, the two men finally face each other alone aboard a moving train. For the first time that night, Michael encounters an officer who genuinely wants answers instead of blood. Andre slowly lowers the tension and convinces Michael that surrender is his only path left. Frankie has fired from behind. She immediately claims she believed Michael was about to shoot Andre, but Andre instantly realizes something is wrong. Michael collapses, barely alive, and secretly presses the flash drive into Andre's hand while whispering the password one final time before dying. By the time the rest of the police arrive, the city believes the nightmare is over. Officers celebrate. Andre and Frankie are praised as heroes for ending the manhunt. But Andre no longer trusts anyone around him. Quietly, he takes Frankie's phone and checks her recent calls. What he finds confirms his suspicions. Everything suddenly becomes clear. By sunrise, the lockdown is lifted, and Manhattan begins returning to normal, but Andre drives somewhere else entirely. When McKenna walks through the front door, he finds Andre already waiting inside with a gun in his hand. Andre reveals that he opened the flash drive. The truth spills out like poison. This time, McKenna does not deny it. Instead, he justifies it. Years of danger, miserable pay, pushed him toward corruption. In his mind, dirty money became the only way officers like him could ever escape poverty and give their families a decent life. But Andre refuses to accept that excuse. His own father died an honest cop, and Andre still believes integrity is the only thing separating lawmen from criminals. Before the confrontation can end, vehicles begin surrounding the house. McKenna's corrupt officers have arrived. The walls erupt with gunfire as bullets rip through the home from every direction. Andre fights back with terrifying precision, dropping corrupt cops one after another as they storm inside. During the firefight, McKenna himself is wounded. Even then, Andre gives him one final opportunity to surrender peacefully. McKenna refuses. The moment he reaches for his weapon again, Andre shoots and kills him. But the nightmare still is not over. Frankie suddenly appears behind Andre with her gun raised, demanding the flash drive. Killing him would accomplish nothing except sending Frankie to prison forever and leaving her young daughter without a mother. The words finally destroy what little resolve she has left. Frankie lowers her weapon and surrenders. Clean officers arrive and take Frankie into custody, while Andre walks away from the ruins of the conspiracy. Inside his car, the blood-stained flash drives rest silently on the passenger seat, and Andre drives toward the media, determined to make sure every remaining corrupt officer is dragged into the light. Andre is risking everything to bring the truth to light, and we're doing the same by uncovering stories that matter. If you believe the truth deserves to be heard, hit that subscribe button and join us. Give this video a like to help us push back against the silence. Don't let the truth stay buried. Subscribe now.